So when I was dealing with my big bouts of depression and anxiety, one of the things that I mentally told myself was to isolate myself from other people because I didn't want to be a burden on them and I didn't want them to witness the emotions that I was feeling and just witness the worst parts of me. And this was a very bad thing for me to do because once I isolated myself, it got worse. My depression, anxiety got worse. I was regularly contemplating suicide. I was going through all this stuff. And when I was at my lowest point, I was like, no, there has to be something that goes beyond this. There has to be more for me. I was essentially too hard-headed to quit. So I decided to jump into fitness. And fitness helped me in more ways than one. In fitness, I noticed that there was communities of people who actually wanted to support my journey. They wanted to see me succeed. And I wanted to make this video because I just feel like it's a lot more toxic than it used to be, especially in social media. Our community should be more welcoming. And I know there's groups and small communities of people that preach the active lifestyle. And I am all about that. So in this, I want to give you guys 5 strategies you can utilize to help you on your fitness for mental health journey, and really surround yourself in a community and build relationships with people who help hold you accountable to reach your goals. So 4 of these 5 strategies are going to be in-person stuff, but the 5th strategy I will mention is going to be an online thing. So essentially the first strategy I recommend is find an in-person community that works for you. Find a group class or find a gym that you resonate with a lot, whether it's like a UFC style gym or if it's like some type of Pilates class or anything like that. Surround yourself into something that interests you. In my personal experience, I always found that weightlifting was my thing and it was a great place to meet people. I would go either early in the morning or in the afternoon around 12 p.m. or even in the evening. At first, if you have that kind of anxiety, social anxiety, I would recommend going in the morning or in the afternoon because there's less people around those times. The most talkative people are around the times that I mentioned. I think once you get comfortable with that environment, shoot for the evening time. I built so many relationships with people after 6 p.m. and I think it's a great opportunity to do so. Number 2 is ask people about their FROG. And when I mentioned FROG is an abbreviation that stands for family, recreation, occupation, and goals. I do this with all my conversations with people. I do this with my conversations with new clients at the gym when I do my other job training people. With family, you basically ask them, if they have a wife, girlfriend, do they have kids, etc. With recreational stuff, ask them what they do outside of working out. Occupation, what they do for a living. And then the most important one, this is like the ultimate icebreaker, especially at the gym, is goals. Why are you in here? Like what are the goals? Are you trying to build muscle? Are you trying to build strength? Are you trying to feel better mentally? What's the goal? And people will be open to telling you what their goal is. And you could break the ice from there and it could be a very good conversation. You can mention to them that you're on your journey of just using exercise as a way to manage your depression and anxiety. Whatever you feel most comfortable revealing, you could be like, hey, I use exercise as a way to manage my anxiety and stuff. And sometimes people resonate with that a lot. And then you can get in a really good conversation and flow with these people, especially if they're experienced and they have some history in the gym. Some of those guys are really nice people. You'd be surprised. So this is one of those things you can start with now if you feel comfortable with, or even down the line. Give compliments to people lifting. A nice lift, bro, or a nice lift, sis, will make someone's day. It really will. And then you can also befriend those people in just that conversation. I actually just interacted with a guy recently. He squatted, I think it was like 450. And I was like, damn, nice lift, bro. And then like all of a sudden it was just broke into a conversation. I met the guy, I met his friend, I met his other friend. It was just like, it just trickled down. It was a really good conversation. I really enjoyed talking to them. I feel comfortable doing that. And I think it takes some time to get used to, but once you get used to, interacting with people, you'll notice that most of them are kind of friendly and they want to see you succeed and they really appreciate you basically complimenting them on their journey. Now, number 4, this is one I learned from my late friend Blake, rest in peace. This is gonna seem kind of weird to some gym goers, but headphones off during some exercises. One of the things Blake told me was to blast music when it's heavy lifting, and then when it comes to like the isolation movements or machine work, take off the headphones and just focus on the exercise, be in the moment. And when you're in that moment, you notice that people will actually be more prone to talk to you when your headphones are off. So I highly recommend having your headphones off. Now, number 5 is to find an online community. I am good at this, so listen up. There's so many communities out there on social media. I simply recommend going to search for these communities. There's a lot of subreddits. There's a subreddit for everything. Exercise out of depression. That's a great subreddit to get some love and support from people. You can also find Facebook groups. I actually created a Discord group, link in the description below. I'm looking for more people to document their journey on fitness for mental health. So if you're interested, jump below. But essentially in these groups, what you do is just document your process. You talk about the challenges you faced, talk about what you're working on, talk about your progress and how you feel and all that stuff. It's important to do so because you can give by doing that, and then you can ask questions afterwards. Give by documenting your process, what you're dealing with and how you're accomplishing it, and then ask for tips and advice. That's how you interact in these communities. And it's super important to do so. You're going to build a lot of friends from there. I promise you that. And even if you don't meet them in person, you're still going to have that love and support from regular people that come onto these subreddits or come onto these Facebook groups or even group pages that really want to see you succeed. I do want to mention, if you're kind of concerned about trolls and stuff, the algorithms on the internet are much more different now. When you have a niche specific group, like for example, our Discord group, Exercise for Depression and Anxiety, it's so specific. I don't want trolls in my group. I don't tolerate trolls in my group. If you're trolling, you're out. Now, this group is so specific to the specific demographic of people. If you jump in that community, you're going to find that they have a lot of interests like you. To conclude this, I want to mention, just take it slow, one step at a time. Interact with one person every time you're in the gym, and then make that 1 into 2, that 2 into 3, that 3 into 4. And the next thing you know, you're going to interact with somebody that's very social, very outgoing, very outspoken, that is going to introduce you to other people. And it's going to be this trickle down effect. You're going to know so many people at your gym. You're going to know so many people online, and you're just going to feel better. You're not going to feel lonely as much. You're going to feel like there's people on the same journey as you. They want to see you succeed. They have their challenges, but they're documenting the process as well because they're seeing you do the same, and they're going to be motivated more than ever to do so. You don't have to be alone. Join our Discord group. Get active in our Discord group. I'm really looking for more active people. I want to help you guys succeed on your journey. Like I said, the Discord group's in the description below. In addition to that, if you need an extra kick in the ass, I created an ebook series for you guys. It's 3 hacks that boost mood and well-being. You can get it in the description below or right up here in the corner. And with that, I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't do this alone. There's a lot of people doing this. There's a lot of people making those gains. So let's get those brain and body gains, baby. See you in the next one.